you have ever dreamt to fly in the air like a bird? Raise your hands. Wow, a lot of you. Well, it's possible. I've done it. The magic word is paragliding. Yes. Paragliding. And I've done it many times, and it has changed my life. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and very welcome guests. What is paragliding? Let me show you what it is. That is a paraglider. Looks like a parachute, doesn't it? Well, the canopy of the paraglider is called the wing, and it's made of fabric. It has a rectangular shape that enables the pilot to precisely adjust the direction. Unlike the parachute that is made for descent, the paraglider is really made to fly. Did you know that those kind of flying stuff have the same glide ratio as some Cessna planes? Really? Yeah. So the pilot is suspended to the wing by a set of ropes. The ropes are gathered in two sets as left and right risers. And the harness is connected to the risers. The pilot is seated most of the time in the harness, overlooking the view. The main goal of paragliding, this is just general information, the main goal is to catch thermals. Thermals are big columns of hot air. And the paraglider catches the thermal and turns in the hot air and ascend with the air. Good paragliders can fly an infinite time like this, going from one thermal to the next one. Just the only limit is sleep, or the need for sleep or rest. Well, that's for general information. Let me now give you my own experience. I have two very strong, important things to tell you about paragliding. The first one is that when you are in this, flying with this, you have a wonderful and unique experience of freedom and completeness. Let me tell you, when I go, usually paragliding, I go in the Alps, and the setting is one of those. So I'm on the top of the mountain before takeoff, overlooking a valley, 2,000 feet below, 3,000 feet below, and around us in the distance, mountains, icy caps, reflecting the sunshine, big sunshine. And usually there is a buzzing activity before takeoff. All the pilots are there on the same spot, preparing, spreading out their wings, spreading out the ropes, making sure everything is okay. And then after takeoff, big contrast, big silence, no noise. You just hear the particle of air around your ears. It's amazing, and you're overlooking such a nice view. This experience is just, to me, is the most profound experience of freedom I have ever made. Second, you also meet wonderful people in paragliding. And I'm going to tell you a little story about that. As I was in my 20s, roughly, we were a group of friends, and we used to go paragliding in the Alps to go and learn paragliding. And once a friend of friend joined. He was very handsome and very funny. The second day of camp, we all went flying with a receptor radio on. And the instructor would give us, was on the ground and would give us some instructions through the radio. And we would have to follow them while we were flying, because we didn't know how to fly. It was in the 1990s, and the equipment was not as sophisticated as it is today. So we just had a receptor radio on. but we couldn't answer. We could receive the instructions, but we could not answer. So this person I was talking about, this handsome person and very funny, was the last one to take off. The rest of us had already safely landed on the ground 2,000 feet below. And he was really lucky. He caught a big thermal, and he went up and up and up. And the instructor would give him further instructions that in order for him to fly longer. On the ground, we were all very jealous. Our flight had lasted 20 minutes, and it was to last more than 1 hour. When he finally landed, we all ran to him, shouting, "Lucky you! You flew so long!" His face was gray, green, he was blemished. He told us that it was the worst hour he had spent in his whole life.
He was scared.
Well, at takeoff, he heard his harness buckle snap. And he thought his harness would not hold to the wing anymore. He believed that he would hold just holding the risers. And his hands were clenched on the risers during the whole flight. You can imagine that he was really eager to land very quickly. But he was not experienced enough to do without the instructions. That's how we learned that, well, the equipment in paragliding is really safe and secure. And we finally discovered that, yes, the belt was not fastened, but the harness was firmly holding. And that's really a good thing. From my part, that's how I got seduced, I guess. So as a conclusion, you can feel that paragliding is really special to me. First, because, as I said, this feeling of freedom you get flying in the air like that and seeing all the beauty of nature is really, really something unique. And second, because I can share that now with somebody that has become my husband, Mr. Close.